You could obviously tell I am a woman, and I got misgendered 5 different times.
Pride Month is off to a good start. Good evening and happy Pride Month, queers. Our top stories: Ukraine and Russia are bombing the hell out of each other, threatening complete destruction of the world. But before we get to that, an issue that's even more pressing to our national security. How's Pride Month going? Well, the Pride Month weather report in Philadelphia is looking super gay with a chance of trans. And this Pride Parade, involving plenty of children, had sunny skies with a high likelihood of a warm front of minor attracted people rolling in. And the NFL got on board, telling its viewers it's great to stick things in their anus. Here's a snippet of their Pride commercial. And there you have it, straight from the NFL. Football is gay. But Pride Month has unfortunately lost some steam this year. Perhaps because we have a far less gay president than we did in years past, but we don't really know. Now, in previous years, Target has been the most prideful of them all, selling tuck-it bathing suits and just being, quite frankly, fabulous in many ways. But this year, Target opted out of doing its typical Pride collection display at stores, choosing instead to offer a patriotic collection. We reached out for comment from a Target executive to learn why they abandoned their typical Pride support. Here's what he had to say.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
And that explains that. And in other news, peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine have progressed rather well, with Ukraine using 117 drones to bomb Russia over the weekend. In what's being called Operation Spiderweb, Ukraine smuggled 117 drones deep into Russian territory, hiding them underneath the roofs of portable storage sheds that were transported to Russia by truck. The sheds were placed right by key military sites. Then the bomb-filled drones launched in a coordinated attack, destroying 41 Russian military aircraft, some of which were nuclear-capable bombers. This was a very covert operation, and it's being reported that no one in the Russian military thought to ask, what the f*** are those storage sheds doing here? While President Trump had no advanced intel of the attack, U.S. bloodthirsty Lindsey Graham met with Zelensky in Ukraine the day before the strike, and is very excited for the U.S. to get involved in a war that's not ours, for some reason. Take a look.
The game that Putin's been playing is about to change. He's going to be hit and hit hard by the United States.
Now, Zelensky, who isn't very tall and probably wears children's clothes, said Operation Spiderweb was planned over the course of a year and a half. And he stated, Ukraine is defending itself, and rightly so. We are doing everything to make Russia feel the need to end this war. And I'm sure Zelensky is right. This just in! Russia launched a massive retaliatory strike with 472 drones and ballistic missiles. And this just in! Ukraine just blew up the Crimean Bridge in Russia. And this just in too! Russia is preparing its nuclear missiles for launch, which makes it appear as though Zelensky is right on the money. The secret drone strike operation has made Russia feel like they need to end this war, one way or another. With Russia and Ukraine escalating the attacks on each other, we condemn the violence, because neither of them showed any support for Pride Month with rainbow-colored bombs. Simply unacceptable. And in other news, here's tourists running down the side of an erupting volcano. That's it for today's news. With peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine going so well, by the 4th of July, we may have some nuclear-powered fireworks to watch. And with Pride Month having less support than ever, we implore you to support the cause by getting out and doing something gay this month. And a shout out to Royal Dutch Airlines for showing their pride with their lesbian, gay, and hetero seatbelt combinations. That's very clever. By the way, the seatbelt combination on the bottom is the only one that works. Just FYI. Good night. Did you know there's one phase of sleep that almost everyone fails to get enough of? And this one phase of sleep is responsible for most of your body's daily repair, rejuvenation, controlling hunger, weight loss hormones, boosting energy, and a lot more. I am talking about deep sleep. And if you don't get enough of it, you'll probably struggle with junk food cravings, slow metabolism, premature aging, and even worse things. So why don't people get enough of this most important phase of sleep? Well, a key reason is because they don't get enough magnesium. Over 80% of people are deficient in magnesium. Magnesium increases GABA, and GABA is important for cellular relaxation and is critical for deep sleep. Did you know magnesium also plays a key role in regulating your body's stress response system? People with magnesium deficiency typically have higher stress levels, which leads to even worse sleep. Now, before you go out and buy a magnesium supplement, it's important to know that most of them on the market only contain 1 or 2 forms of magnesium. But your body needs all 7 forms of this essential sleep mineral, and that's why I recommend Magnesium Breakthrough by Bioptimizers. Magnesium Breakthrough contains all 7 forms of magnesium. That's designed to help calm your mind, help you get to sleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. The deep sleep benefits are noticeable. That's why I've been taking it every night for over 5 years. Now, for an exclusive offer, go to bioptimizers.com/JP, and at checkout use code AWAKEN for 10% off. And if you subscribe, not only will you receive amazing offers and free gifts, you'll also ensure your monthly supply is guaranteed.